what the... Oh, okay. Right, well, the game's on now. But this tells a story as it is. I'm very interested in... And don't worry, guys. Like, they do get on really well. And Lumi isn't just fighting people because he's a badass. He likes to know his stuff, right? And Bruno also likes to know his stuff. So it's all in good fun.
Battle of the mathletes.
And yes, it's the Math Cup here at BTS. And of course, to keep you up to date, if Tongfu win this game,
This
if
is
you
not
just joined
updated.
us, they go
Level
through.
1 tower, 200 team gold.
Play Dota not updated according to Bruno.
It's not updated. It's 200 team gold.
So
It used to be like that.
if our source is not updated,
Wait. And now we go to get Dota and we see the changelog and you'll probably see.
Who's... Oh, shit.
Somebody's
Lumi's got a
angry.
smile on his face.
No, but he just doesn't understand how this works. Let's go to... Tower. Okay, here it is.
it just said it says does not affect
Hey,
team
Bruno.
bounty in any way.
Towers no longer have separate bounty values when creeps or allies get the last hit. It now gives the same reliable bounty to all players as if a creep killed it. When a creep killed it, it gave more money because there was no tower last hit. What we can do, just so that you can make sure, is we
Look,
pay
guys.
attention at the first tier 1 tower that falls in this game, and you just pay attention to it. I'm gonna do my victory dance.
Oh,
Alright,
shit.
we'll put the camera on you when you do the
Whoa,
victory
When
dance.
you see that it's not 200, it's actually
So-
284.
So but it says right there, like, it does not affect team bounty, right? Like, I'm not sure.
No. That's the second part, which is hero getting last hit gives 200 to 100 to 100 bonus gold. So he gets something from 384 to 484.
Okay, I'll do the math, and I'll show it to you later.
I'll just show you that the
We
team
need
bounty is
stakes for betting. What happens if you truly lose? I vote
Whatever.
Bruno wears his Camp David shirt for 2 weeks.
Best segment of the show.
If he loses.
here. Sure.
And then
I can't
what
lose.
if- what if
I can go
what
without
if
the
Lumi
shirt
loses?
if you want me to bet that.
Wait,
but-
hold on. I need to hear the bet first before I commit to this.
What?
Okay. So
Because if you all in,
I will count. If I lose, I
Okay.
count with all my buttons unbuttoned.
that's not even a defeat.
Oh, no, with Lumi written on the center of his chest.
Okay.
Wait, what?
With Lumi on the center
Okay,
of my
okay.
chest.
This is
If
good.
you lose, we can choose up to 1 minute of any rap song.
Any
and
rap song?
And you have to rap
Holy shit, that's hard.
up to 1 minute. I
That's pretty
promise.
good.
Yeah.
That's good stakes.
That's so hard.
99 problems,
you-
but
would
my
you-
accent ain't one.
Yeah, that. My accent
That's-
isn't one. I can't do that.
You can do that. I promise I will not go for speed rapping. More like very gangsta, very.
Can you do my own?
And
rap song?
I will do it PG-13.
PG-13.
We gotta
Yeah,
make a
because
video of it too.
we can't
a video
have-
of both of them.
Yeah.
I think you've got to accept this Lumi, man. Like, I think you have to accept.
I don't know, man.
Like, a rap song?
It's
That's
only a
easy.
minute.
All right, fine.
Okay.
All right, shake on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
deal is sealed.
All right, I'm not
The
sure about
math
this.
Oh, they're going with Spectre.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, look, there's a game
Alright,
going on.
like this
Holy
game.
shit. We should totally watch this.
All right, I'm just completely thrown off now. So Bruno, you talk about the draft for a bit, and let me.
Yeah.
recollect me.
So we see Tongfu going for what
Tofu?
word? Tofu.
Okay.
Tofu going again for the Dragon Knight mid, but this time changing things a little bit. It's not going to be a King J Enigma. It's going to be a King J Clockwork. And man, he was not playing a good.
We're going to
Clockwork.
game 3, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to game 3.
But then again, we have How with the Weaver. That was amazing on that
we
game.
also have Dragon Knight solo mid.
We also have Dragon Knight solo mid. But that won last time, so I'm going to give him at least the benefit of the doubt. DK, on the other hand, secures Visage instead of giving it to Sunshine, so someone will actually micro those birds.
Holy, this game is just got real because now we have Haunt and Global Wrath of Nature.
Yeah. Now we have Nature's Prophet on our OTK, which sometimes just decides to randomly teleport to a tier 3 tower.
Right, but here's the thing though. He will Wrath first before teleporting in and die, and he's done his job.
Okay.
So this is something oh my goodness, Tongfu now is gonna pick into a Doom. And remember Shansheng? You guys don't like that player? Remember that guy carry hard as hell in that game 1 versus Navi? Yeah, they're pulling everything out. But before we talk about Doombringer, one thing I do want to talk about is there's this one game I've seen. This is like 2 years ago in a Dota 1 match.
Mm-hmm.
Spectre 1 Radiance,
Yes.
standard stuff.
Yeah.
Nature's Prophet 1 Accept and Refresh Orb.
Right.
So you Haunt, you Wrath of Nature 1, You Rafa Nature 2.
Wait, did that happen in a pro game? It
was-
sounds like
it's like
something
a-
of a pub.
It's like a semi-pro. It's like you're
Okay, yeah,
you're
like
Senegalese Asian.
you were playing there.
No, I wasn't playing there, unfortunately. That would be like not pro game. But in any case, when you do that, like it uses automatically rampage. It is absolutely insane. So I'm not sure whether DK is, if they're copying Panda.
Yeah, no, I mean this is. I hope this is not a select Magnus, but the thing is, I kind of thrown off by this pick. You'd have this perfect like split push kind of lineup with Nature's Prophet, Spectre that can just bail whenever, and now you have Magnus, which is a team fight kind of hero. So I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. I don't see the synergy. I don't see the necessity to try and stop something. I guess you can RP the Weaver to try and stop her, but I have to wait until the last and fifth pick.
I feel like this is a fairly good defensive pick at the very least. It's gonna win the lane against DK, because who doesn't?
Yeah.
And it's gonna give you some kind of reliable long range defensive against the tower push.
That's
Because right now they don't have too much aside from like random Treants and Rafa Nature and stuff like that. So
the problem against like picking Magnus against a clock means that if Tongfu has decent division,
yes,
which you will never be able to blink and stomp. It will be always the clockwork jumping on the Magnus. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe just they want to remove the clockwork out of the equation by putting a hero that's high priority so that the Spectre and Nature's Prophet can move more freely. But it's a gambit that I'm not sure someone is as bold to take.
Yeah, I'm personally not liking this pick either because you have so much HP on the other side in the form of DK, Clock, and Doom. Remember, RP damage got nerfed. Like, it doesn't do much.
No, it's just 50 at level 1.
Yeah, so it just like
Tickles.
Yeah. So I'm not personally understanding this pick as much. I guess it helps your Spectre to flash farm quite a bit.
Yeah.
Spectre is one of the slowest farmer.
Actually, yeah, that actually makes sense. We've seen when we saw Minus and Anti-Mage, it's all about the Empower. It was not about the RP. Maybe it's about saving the Spectre, just that one item. And even if you just follow the Spectre around and give her Empower, you increase her farm rate by a lot.
Right.
Which means faster Radiance, faster Diffusal, faster Manta, faster Heart.
And once you get all those items, maybe you outcarry Reaver DK. Because
Maybe.
last time we saw Tongfu go double BKB on these two heroes, double Heart, and they took out LG in a 70-minute long game. But I'm not sure whether it'll last 70 minutes because Tongfu fairly aggressive. It's gonna be a 4-row Doombringer, 5-row Crystal Maiden, or maybe you flip those two around. They're gonna be actively looking in the early game to jungle and then come out the lanes and start ganking.
You know, if the Crystal Maiden goes for an early point of aura, maybe at level 2, even if the lane is not particularly hard for the Weaver, because I mean Weaver, Clockwork, very survivable heroes. They don't need you to babysit them as much. So if you can get a quick level 2 and a point on aura, that will make the Doom very, very happy. And now, will this be our next Lion?
Are we going mid? Is he going mid?
He
He's
can
playing
be going mid.
He's playing support.
He can be going mid. Also, that Lion is very weird now.
Yeah, that Lion.
I haven't
Lions
seen it
just
so
look uglier and uglier each patch. I have to say, I really like the older Lion, the one right before this.
Yeah.
Because every time I play Lion, I see Chuan looking back at me. Do you get that feeling?
Yeah, he kind of had this double chin thing going on for
It's
him.
like, oh my god, it's Chuan.
Yeah.
But now
it's Lion.
now it's this like
for,
weird guy.
The Thundercats. Do you
Right,
remember
so
that?
no, I don't remember that.
There was this.
I wasn't that young at the US when I came. Can we get a 4-row Magnus just so we see solo mid line? Can we just do that?
I mean, it's super played the Nature's Prophet. Normally so I think there's a fight at the moment. He's like,
No, he's the off lane.
X is saying, I want to play mid, and the guy's like, shut up, X, you're drunk.
Man, we're gonna see ROTK.
No, he bought the
Magnus.
Courier Awards. Ah, come on.
Man. For those of you guys that don't know, and of course, it's so fittingly because it's eHome 2010 in the entire lobby. eHome X or eHome MMY or DKMMY used to be one of the best solo mid lines and only solo mid lines in the entire game. So we're not going to see it particularly this game, but that doesn't hurt us, at least that much. Let's go into the draft. DK Bernie will be playing Spectre. We have MMY playing the support line, 357, and QQQ playing Visage. We have Super playing the solo mid. Magnus, as they swapped it back, and of course ROTK, the global teleport feed, is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet.
On the side of Tongfu, the 5 guys are going bottom. There seems to be an early fight, but we have Mu again playing the Dragon Knight, King J on the Clockwork, Hao going Weaver, Sanshen going to play the 5 position farming carry Doom, and Banana with the Yule Scepter on the Crystal Maiden.
All right, here we
And
go.
There's a blocking ward. Now they know.
This is some next level game.
Bro.
We see orange do this all the time. They're hiding. They don't know if they get tangled through. I really like this. How it's providing the vision by his hero having on the other side, and they think he's alone. But man, 4 people coming on the right side. But MMY and the rest of his team not falling for it. Good
Nope.
job.
Good job. Playing very defensive. Probably something that
And
they
tactical pause.
did. Yeah. King J is like.
Merlini.
Subiao Bung Dong Le. What does that mean? Help me. Lumi.
Subiao means mouse.
Yes.
Budongla means
Budongla.
doesn't move.
Okay.
So
The mouse is not
pro.
moving.
Yeah, the
Use your hand, and then it will move.
Yeah. Wow.
Sometimes these people.
So
So,
the draft.
okay, the thing about this, right? Tongfu has a very greedy lineup. Very greedy.
Right.
4 heroes that require farm and level to a certain extent.
Yep.
I was expecting DK to punish that, but with that last pick Lion as a support, not the best of support.
Dude, Lion has a sick icon now. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah, and he has a 3rd eye now.
Look, all I know is that DK wants to pick Lion to finger CM. Like, let's not analyze it further beyond that.
No,
like,
please,
yeah,
don't.
It just,
You just said it all.
yeah.
The thing is, I don't think DK is playing aggressive enough or greedy enough to capitalize on Tongfu being greedy. When the other team plays greedy, you can do one of 2 things. You play aggressive and take advantage of the fact that they're probably weaker in the early stages because they need farm, they need levels, or you go greedy versus greedy and try to just outplay your enemy.
Yep. Outgreed your enemy.
Outbreed your enemy.
Yeah.
DK is not doing one thing or the other. They have the Nature's Prophet, yes. They have 2 supports. These 2 supports are not the most aggressive supports in the world. Visage is kind of cool, but Lion, short stun range, short stun time. The Hex, a little bit here and there. Magnus, again, a mid that will not dominate against Mu. If you put a Queen of Pain there, if you make Mu feel the pain, it'll be a different story. But I'm not entirely convinced DK has a clear plan.
Yeah, also I'm not exactly too sure what...
Oh, sorry. The 2 sentry wards, they can't find the observer ward, and that's kind of huge. Bottom lane.
Yeah. Actually, I think if this was the O patch, it will see it.
Yeah.
Or 100 vision nerf. I didn't see it. But not exactly sure what Tongfu did. He didn't block the creep. He went to the lane like a wave late. In any case, he's down a little bit in terms of BP. Nothing to write home about. Meanwhile, King J, this is
Doing
the
the
attack that
tricky
we...
things.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit. I think he's messed up. He's
Yeah, he's
blocked himself in. Oh, that's...
He's like, fuck it.
That's a little bit of... Also, Moo's got to be very careful when that courier is going to be delivering. Yeah, there you go. Micro that spider courier, as you don't want super to skewer in and kill that courier with 1 hit. But in any case, we have Weaver soloing and free farming up top. We have Banana pulling up top as well. One thing that we haven't talked about too much, where's that Doombringer?
Yeah, it's Sunshine. He's level 2. He has the Raise Dead ability. So as long as he has some mana, 50 mana, he can create new skeletons. Those skeletons are not so tanky, but they deal as much damage as a melee creep. So farming becomes a little bit easier.
Yep. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet jungling up there as well. Of course, looking for any solo pick-off opportunity. I think we might as well kind of just put our hands on the back of our heads and take it easy, because this is going to be a fairly non-aggressive early game. Both teams, like you said, being ultra greedy and just, you know, hanging out.
Yeah, chilling. I don't think these 2, MMY and QQQ, will not be getting as much levels as that Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden doing the double pull kind of fails at it, but it's okay, because if they don't have anyone in the lane, just Hao can choose how to control his lane and move it as close to the tower as he desires. On the other hand, the Crystal Maiden about to hit level 2, and I think we're going to see a point in Aura.
Yeah, I think we really should, because she's mostly jungling. You don't need the second spell.
Nope,
Oh,
she
man,
went for
should have been
no,
Aura,
man.
because you're not actually doing anything
Nope.
till level... I mean, you could gank right now, and that would be nice against super mid, but for the most part, if you got an Aura, Doombringer will be very happy. Dragon Knight will be very happy, but sometimes you just go for that standard build.
Yep. And I disagree. You can't really gank super. Even if you frostbite him, he can just skewer away.
Yeah, I mean, the Nova's nice, the range is nice, but yeah, I think you just go Aura and then jungle yourself up to 3, because you could just bite these big creeps.
I just gonna say that for some reason, I think Super is still being overly careful from last game. He's now level 4 with 2 points in Shockwave, but level 3 he had 2 points in Skewer.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Did he misclick?
I don't know, but he did have 2 points in Skewer just until he hit level 4.
Well, maybe he's actually trying to set up a gank for his ally, because Skewer does, well, they smoke it up, and they're going to try to get a gank on the mid lane. DK very, very tanky, especially if you consider Lion, Visage. They don't do too much right-click damage. It's all nuke damage, and then, meanwhile, Moo's having the absolute correct level of map awareness and staying back. And I don't think they're going to get this gank successfully off. Of course, There is no support on the bot lane.
Oh,
Burning's
they
farming by
might find
himself.
Doom though.
Yeah,
maybe.
Doom's really tanky.
Yeah.
He's got Scourge Turf available. And the courier's gonna fly through. Are they gonna make that? They need Magnus for the extra damage from the shockwave, or they're not gonna get the kill.
Yeah. And now the smoke is about to be dispelled. It is dispelled.
He's gonna come in right now. There's no range. Yep.
Nope. Too slow. 290, 295 move speed. Compare that to Dragon Knight with boots, which is 340. You will never catch it. King J secures the haste rune, move bottle seats, and now he can be very, very liberal with his breath fire spam. Although, to be fair, 12 seconds is not the most spammy of skills.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. He has enough mana pool for like 2.5-ish. To me, I think that was a pretty poor gank. Not only does it not work out, when you have heroes like, if you have heroes like maybe Jakiro or like Crystal Maiden and you fail that gank, that's okay. Because they don't need that much level. Meanwhile, these two need a ton, but they are going to wrap around. King J says, I'm going to go, and this is the next level ring around the Rosie. Oh, still going back and forth. He's got Cog. Is going to go for the solo kill. Nice impale. The dagger's going to follow through. They have soul assumption damage. I'm not sure what King J was thinking, but
oh, it's your first blood, and was it on Lion? I'm actually surprised. I thought Burning had that for sure.
Yeah.
Which would have been huge.
Yeah, Burning, missing the... And he should really got that one because he's got Desolate, extra bonus damage. And it's pure damage, so it's insane.
I heavily disagree with Burning's build, by the way. I really like maxing Desolate so that you can go online fast, but I think it's Burning. He just wants to farm. He doesn't want to go.
I got tired of saying that point because every time I see a Chinese Spectre, they never actually max Desolate. They always go max Spectral Dagger. And, you know, I was always criticizing it, and so I kind of think of exactly why they're doing it. And sometimes when you play a Spectre, the way that DK or most Chinese team play their Spectres, they love to actually hunt in very early for kills.
Yeah.
And it's a spell that allows you to kill ensure quite easily.
Yep.
So
it's a lot. I mean, of course, the slow from the dagger will be much less. And to be honest, 5% movement speed change is not that much. But I think the Desolate damage, I mean, level 7, 65 extra pure damage, that destroys support. Banana would die in 4 hits.
Speaking of somebody dying, Lion looks like he was able to pick off Dragon Knight in the middle lane. So I was watching top as Crystal Maiden and Hao just working on this tower. They got the tier 1 already. You can see that King J or RTK is trying his best to defend, but really can't defend against a Weaver. He should just Sakuchi's past the creep wave and just go straight onto you. But they will back off it now as Shansheng. What is he doing? Why isn't he godlike just yet? Remember the last time in this game he's already like the highest net worth in the entire game against Na'Vi? Something's wrong with this game.
Well, he didn't get the first blood, and to be honest, he has the potential to go for a Arcane Boots bottle in 6 minutes. That's decent.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Although he's going to be
mauled by a couple of centaurs, but that's okay for him right now. He has enough mana to sustain. There's a level 2 Arcane Aura, so after going for 1 point in each, Crystal Maiden decides to go for the 2 points on Aura and going back to Crystal Nova.
But QQ is going to come around right now. He's going to apply the slow, and I think he should actually get the solo kill. He doesn't know that Scourge Earth is not available. The Centaur says, alright, I'll help you guys out with the stomp, and Shansheng is quite unhappy.
I think he was trying to be careful because he didn't want the neutrals to get the last hit. And Boo gets...
Oh, here comes the hunt in right now. Impale's going to follow through. Where's the skewer backwards? Skewer backward, away from the tower, and there's a nuke to follow the kill. But Crystal Maiden coming in, trying to man fight against everybody. Really can't do that. Soul Assumption, a second one. It's going to fire through. In fact, everybody's going to try to TP in. But QQQ gets himself a triple. Swarm's going to come in from the left side. Why are they not diving? The Rocket's going to drop everybody though. Any Clockwork Hooks?
No, he's level 4.
Oh, King J. Well, if King J had hook there, man, he was going to get at least a double or triple.
Yeah. I actually surprised at how didn't decide to go further. I don't think they had much more in storage in the side of DK. So he may have gotten 1 or 2 kills, but he decides to go instead for the tower. I think his tower is gone. Maybe they can get the last hit, but yep, they get the deny.
Nice deny here coming out from Super. A little bit of over.
By the way, we're not paying attention to the towers, Lumi. God damn it.
My bad. Gotta watch the towers. King J is gonna try to get level 6 on the mid lane, and he's... Wait. Sorry, what about the towers?
We need to pay attention to the towers.
They got denied.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean... the tier 1 was gone.
Right.
There are 5 tier 1s that we can still pay attention to.
Right.
This is important. It's 284 for everyone else, not 200.
My rapping career is on the line right now, so I gotta make sure we get these numbers legit here. Banana looking to set up a gank. What I really don't like about Clockwork opening up the gank like that, but well, it doesn't matter because they're gonna get the stun through. Doom's gonna come in with the stomp, and well, multiple. Look at that Power Ranger TP, and it's gonna be MMY getting the heck off. And there's going to be Impel to follow through. Whereas the slow, they do apply the slow. Mu is very, very tanky though. Is he tanky enough? Super's going to come in with a skewer and shockwave. Nice Nova, that's going to be on due. Did he use? Oh, look at our TK. Look at what he does. TP's in. And nice.
RTK.
Uh-oh, but they are going to get the kill. Very nicely done by QQQ, but double damage Shansheng's going to come in, and he is going to get some work done. These bursts, you get a ton of work, and he's saying, I got your trap. I'm going to kill some bursts. He's even got Devour.
How picks up, goes, cleans the trash. It's going to push this tower. This tower is going to fall, and this is the most exciting part of all the game. Because we'll see how much money...
Wait, are we looking for the creep last hit, or are we
No.
looking for a hero
We're going
last hit?
to Tongfu last hit. You pay attention to Banana. Banana is probably not going to last hit. Push faster, goddammit.
I don't know, man.
So just follow anyone that's not going to last hit the tower, because that's irrelevant.
My camera's on Crystal Maiden.
Yes.
So what you're saying, she gets 200?
She gets 284.
What does that prove?
That there's actually more gold involved whenever you kill the tower.
Alright.
Well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time, because the creeps...
Anticlimactic. It doesn't count. I mean, if the creeps get it, it's the same, but whatever. We need to get a hero last hit. So, going back to the game, and the least interesting part of this. It's 6-5 right now. I'm taking a look at the gold graph, and it's kind of in Tongfu's advantage.
Yeah, as you expect against a Spectre, against a Nature's Prophet who doesn't do too much early. But
Well, he does. He jumps into 5 enemies and die.
there's that. Although not too much in terms of helping you win.
Oh, right, yeah.
Meanwhile, Tongfu's got a mech on jungle, Doombringer. So I think it's time for Tongfu to start really taking taking control of the game and start snowballing. But for now,
what do you think of Spectre going Vanguard first?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
You know it was the de facto build Vanguard into Radiance.
Yeah, that was like, what, 8 years ago?
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3.
But I really think if you want to actually tank up, just get a Vit booster. I don't think you really need a regen from the Ring of Health. If you want regen, you can upgrade it to Tranquil boots. It's fairly cheap. But DK's coming around for a harass and all. Banana. Ward's gonna get dropped here, and QQ really aggressively runs down, thinking that his allies would run down with him.
But he gets
but nobody does.
offside.
And the exciting part of the game is happening soon.
Oh, down there. But is it down there? Is it mid? I don't really know. Probably down there. Okay, yes.
All right.
Okay,
Watching
so
on
pay attention
CM.
to these two guys.
CM's got 62.
I'm looking at King Jian Hao. It's easier.
If they don't get the last hit,
See, 264. Wow, 264. I was close enough. And the other guy got 460. It's more money.
Look, we'll go back and watch an older game as well, because I don't remember what the
look at
older
top.
value-
Look at top. They're pushing top right now.
No, I'm not saying it's not 264.
It's 264, and it used to be 200. And the guy that last hit it got 400 and something. So that's not less enough to. You can watch again.
All right, Bruno. We'll do the math. Can we get back casting to the game?
They're pushing the top tower. That's the relevant thing happening now.
No, the relevant thing is happening on the mid lane. As
they're pushing another tower.
is getting a trade, as we do see a shockwave coming on the high ground. Maybe it's actually gonna skewer down.
264.
Meanwhile, Spectre as well as Dragon Knight both trade towers.
Rap time. Just saying.
What song do you have in mind? Clockwork's gonna come
Clockwork
in.
just jukes there, and there's a push. And he can pop an invisibility runes if he wants to.
Well,
yeah, he
he's
does.
getting blocked right now. Any detection coming out from these guys?
Nothing happens.
Can I wrap that one that goes
What? Are you out of your game now?
I ball so hard. They want to find me? That's not PG-13 though. It's not PG-13.
We're going to see what we pick.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm not even sure whether I lost yet. Like, so I want to do my math and make sure. But my fate is like pretty much sealed, I feel like. In any case, Burning's farming away. Yeah, I personally don't like the Vanguard as much because I feel like you could get away with other items and be more effective. Vanguard's 2k. You could get a drums and get, slightly less item and less damage block, but comparatively, you could play a lot more aggressive. You could go Vid Booster and Tranquil Boots and have regen as well as HP.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I mean, the Vanguard is...
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I agree with you. I never said I didn't like it. I did like it. I just said, what about Vanguard? And you were like, I don't like it. I was like, well, it used to be the build.
Yeah.
And you went on a run.
No, I'm just...
I agree with you this time.
I'm just trolling because you agree with me on this and not Tower. But in any case, Smoke Up coming up here from Tongfu. They're looking to steal more advantage. Wards are going to get dropped, and they're looking right there, so they should see the entire army coming right up. Or do they? They are pinging them back out. And it's our ROTK, as well as the rest of the team, getting away. These guys are trying to set up a gank. They're ready to take a team fight. But they don't find anybody.
Will not now they have the lower ground though, however, so if DK wants to engage right now, they might have the advantage of, although the smoke would be revealed. But no, Tongfu goes back.
It's going to be How going first, and that's
traveling
key.
into the
Because if he
jungle.
doesn't get RP, he's going to scout everybody out with the Storm and whatnot.
There's a sentry ward though, so he can't just go wild there. And DK says, nope, okay, we'll just going back to farm. We'll
Rocket
show
Flare,
Super.
not going to see anything. This is going to be close. And here comes Weaver. He
Now they
does
see
see
it.
Burning. And now Clockwork
doesn't
Cook.
jump.
He actually hits a bird, but QQQ is going to get stunned off. Han's going to come in as well. Where the hell? Oh my goodness. He doesn't get this RP. No, he does get it off. The mana burn was not enough. The shockwave goes through against King J, but King J's survival enough. MY out of mana. He gets Doom, and he's not going to survive to tail the tail. Everybody to die. Is Spectre dying? That's the question. RTK, of course, he's going to be dying.
Of
Or
course.
is he South Sprout? No South Sprout. And Tongfu is just taking firm control of this game. Good news, Spectre didn't die, but bad news, everybody else did.
Well, that was a worthily trade. They destroyed the Crystal Maiden. And that was only the Desolate damage pretty much. So that meaning that their contribution to the fight was pretty much none. In the side of DK, there was an RP, I think, that didn't accomplish much. Lion was immediately doomed, even though he got to use the Finger of Death. And Spectre with the Vanguard and only the Vanguard can't do much. When she hits the Diffusal Blade, if she decides to go for that item, now she will become a little bit more scary. But as of now, the Doom, the Dragon Knight, the Weaver, they're in control of this game.
Yeah, they definitely are. I really thought DK's decision to take the fight was the wrong one. If you had the old Magnus, where the RP does 150 damage, or was it 200 damage at level 11, then I do think you take the fight, because you have enough AoE damage. Now you hit an RP, then what, right? You
Yeah.
impale the follow-up from your line. Like, you just have no damage output. You Wrath of Nature, that's not a high damaging spell either. And because of that, they had some good initiation and counter initiation. They just had no damage. And I think right now, DK just have to farm. This is one of the most greediest lineup that I've seen in a draft, in a pro game. This lineup goes really, really late. And they should be avoiding every single fight and give up those towers. Just buy yourself time.
The thing is, how long can they farm if they're getting all their towers pushed? That Weaver is out of control right now, and she's going for a BKB, meaning they want to fight more. This is not a farming, I get an MKB or something else so that I can keep farming, or even a Lincoln, God forbids. This is a BKB, I want to fight now, Weaver. And can they do that? King J just
King
escaping.
J's going to be in a little bit of trouble. King J's going to get haunted up. The bird's going to follow through. And who's going to get the last hit? It's going to be Visage with the Soul Assumption. So really nice pick off King J. Is he going to... Did he reality Riffin? No, he didn't. He's
No.
continue farming. This is probably one of the best thing that you can ask for. You get a free pick off in the river. King J being part of that team fight, trying to KS. Didn't get the KS, but continues farming. So you buy yourself a ton of time. And Tongfu, they're not going to do too much 5v5 or 5v4.
Nope. And now Weaver does picks the BKB and 2k gold on the Spectre. I wonder if Burning wants to go just straight for the Radiance.
He definitely is going to go straight for the Radiance.
I'm not sure I agree with that decision though.
I completely agree with that. I think Spectre going for Diffusal Blade, it's a nice damaging item. It's an item that helps you, fight the mid game. I just think that they're so far behind, and it's ironic because it scores 8-8. But they're definitely very behind in terms of map position, in terms of tower. Spectre Radiance is definitely one of the best late game options that you possibly can.
But you can go for the Radiance later. The thing is, right now, are you really willing to gamble farming 2.5k more gold with the possibility of you being ganked, you dying? How many times does Burning have to die until he says, okay, I'm going to go for Diffusal?
Man, he's not gonna die because it's burning, right?
You think so?
Yeah, he's 0-1-6. Like
Yeah.
in a game where they're not doing too well, like it's okay. He sees everybody missing off the map.
I'm just saying it's greedy.
It's-
And maybe
it's greedy.
greedy is what they need.
Yeah, greedy is definitely what they need. I think when you pick a line as your support, when you have RTK and Nature's Prophet and Burning Spectre, like you go late, and you play as greedy as hell. Although RTK, maybe not the most greedy member on the team, is going to go for a mech, which is actually the safest and perhaps
Yes.
the best item for the team. But I think Burning needs to play greedy.
We'll see. And speaking of that, Super already completed his big Blink Dagger a few minutes ago. Has the Arcane Boots. Is this a game for Refresher late game and try to win that? Or is there something else? Apparently people think that once you get the Blink Dagger and the Arcane Boots, all you have to go is for the Refresher. There's nothing else. Especially because there's no Rubik in the game.
I think BKB is always a very healthy option, especially against the short cooldown and long range Son of Dragonite, against Crystal Maiden, all that stuff. I think Refresher is okay this game, but when you play Refresher on Magnus, you always run into the option of getting doomed.
Yep.
And that's a ton of gold that you're not using. Secondly, you cannot forget about the mono.
Oh, here's the RP. How? Little to no damage. The chain stun, it's going to be okay. Burning? Yes.
I'm not sure where you're looking at the map. Oh,
Top.
you were looking at top. I saw like everybody going on. Crystal Maiden dropping low from the Haunt. If the Spectre had Desolate Max,
You could have gotten a free kill
yeah,
there.
that was a free kill. But yeah, sorry for missing that kill.
No, it was okay. It was they jumped on the Weaver, Blink RP into all the stuns from Lion, Finger of Death, and Burning just for the assist.
But in any case, you know, like you said, 2,500 gold on Spectre, like you're farming away. It sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. Especially when you have Empower, which you see actually going into full farm mode.
There's
now.
level 1 Empower still.
Yeah,
so
it's just level 1. But once he gets like level 2, level 3 of it, you could jungle a lot more effectively. You trust Burning to kind of play with basically no item and just AFK farm for it. And so far, he has been delivering. He's not as been he's AFK farming. He's got 7 assists on their 9 kills. So, like, he's playing with a team.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, to be fair, the Spectre you just need a button and you get assists.
Right.
It's kind of like playing Zeus.
But he was there on the top
But
5,
he was
right?
there, and
Yeah.
it's important that he gets there because one thing is the assist, it's just a number.
Yeah.
But a different thing is the gold that you get just by being nearby, and that doesn't have to be because you have an assist.
Right.
Like if you assist from the other side of the map, you do not get extra gold. You have to be there. So he goes there, gets the XP, gets the gold. He's happy about that. Tongfu, in the meantime, let's kill Roshan.
Yep, and this is a big issue because they know Haunt is down. There's no real way here for the Radiant to take this fight. So that means the Aegis is free, and Tongfu right now lacking the damage a little bit here. They have a BKB on Weaver, which doesn't help too much. I think for Tongfu's stakes, once they get this Aegis, they gotta go. They gotta
saw the
push.
burst though, so they can they contest? Super, 10 seconds for RP. He has a blink dagger. He has a haste. I think Tongfu saw that, and they do not want to risk the initiation.
I think Tongfu right now is losing a ton of time because ROTK is already split pushing up top, and if they want to do anything ever again, they have to defend that first. And that's like a good 1 or 2 extra minute that Burning is just free farming away. And speaking of Burning, well, he's not exactly farming at creep wave because it's all pushed out, but eventually he's going to go back and start farming neutrals thanks to the Empower.
He TP's mid, and now he goes to farm the jungle. Because of the Vanguard, that's one thing. Because of the Vanguard, he can jungle.
It's really
It's
nice.
not going to be very effective because he still hits kind of slow, but that's the Empower there. So suddenly it becomes a little bit easier. All of DK, they're all in the jungle, not because they want to farm, not because they have nowhere else to farm, but because they want to keep an eye on Roche. And if Tongfu decides to go, they have to be quick. Now Roshan is not anymore at full health. It's about 75%. Tongfu, not the quickest lineup to kill him, but with a 25% advantage, that might be all that they need for DK not to be able to initiate properly on them.
I also want to appreciate these wards that see across the ledge here for the Radiant. I'm on Radiant Vision right now, and Clockworks love to use this ledge and just hide and basically look for the angle of initiation. And now seeing him exactly where he is, going to give information to DK quite a bit. Also on King J's part, he's got to be very careful when he initiates, because if he initiates slightly after Haunt is used, he's hooking one of those illusions. And here you go, Haunt is going to be used right now. They're going to focus on, well, there you go, the DK is going to be dead immediately. King J hunts right back in, eats a finger to the face. I think it's time to disengage if you're DK. Or DK TP's in and immediately is in trouble. He's got himself a mech. Is he using it right now? They're going to focus on how, where's the chains, and they need the Hex. The BKB comes on, there's no time lapse. Now they're going to focus on Shansheng. He's very, very healthy in terms of HP. The Cogs is not going to be really helpful. They do back off, and I think they should be fine. Or will it? Because Banana may be in trouble. Burning, chasing in with a with his Vanguard on, but look at his goal right now. He's got 800 gold. He's got the relic. I think this game is gonna be about to be turned around.
Yep. I mean, once you get Vanguard and Radiance on a Spectre, you're really, really scary. It's so tough to destroy you, especially with 22% damage dispersion from damage reduction from dispersion that also gets reflected to your enemies. You will deal a lot of AoE damage before they can take you down, and if they decide to ignore you and go for the other heroes, well, there's a Radiance ticking for 45 every single time.
Yeah, it's, or is it 50 now? Or?
I think it's I don't know.
Well, we'll see it in a bit.
Yeah.
Let's not make a bet on it.
No, it's fine. It's 50. It's 50 now.
I should have took the bet.
God damn
Man.
it, Lumi. Yeah, it was amped by 5. In the last match.
I'm right on most things, just on the not on the things I take bets on.
Oh
So.
well.
It's all good. It's all good. Lion is farming away on the mid lane. I wonder if it's farming away to like Arcane Boots or Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger is definitely the
Oh, you want to go for Blink Dagger?
He has a mana pool issue.
He does, and he decides not to go for any single point of... to be fair, it's level 9.
Yeah.
He might be able to go for mana drain later, but you want to just get that Hex in the Weaver. You want to have the surprise factor. It's... Even under an RP, you can pop Time Lapse, you can pop Shukuchi, you can try to get away. But Hex is instant, so if he blinks and Hex, suddenly there. And will they get Roshan?
Well, they're trying to, but they're definitely having a tough time. Super in position.
Oh wow, how pops the BKB so early?
That is a mistake, right? Here comes a Han, and where's the RP?
Oh,
that's gonna be on
it.
2-3. Skewer 4 for the extra damage, and that's a triple kill. Burning, well, look at Burning. He's like, oh, banana.
No, not the steal. Yeah.
Wow.
There was almost a steal.
Almost trying to ensure that kill, but is it calling it early if I say, hey, DK's gonna take this to game 3?
I think they have to. I mean, they will.
Right, because they just team wiped the enemy team.
Yes.
They have Aegis on Spectre. How do you kill this guy twice? And they're gonna even get a tier 1 on top of that.
And you know, all he needs now, Spectre, all that he needs is buyback money.
He's
Just
got a
that.
buyback built in.
He has a buyback money. No,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You kill the Spectre with Aegis.
Right.
She comes
up.
back. You
Kill her
kill
again.
her.
She buys back. Hunt.
Hunt. 3 times. Good luck.
Well, here's the thing. They're not going to kill her a second time because they'll probably be dead to the dispersion as well as the radiance. It's absolutely insane. Here comes a rotation of TP trying to defend the bot lane. There is no RP available, so if you ever want to take a fight, it's now. But I think DK is smart enough to rotate back, and they do.
If DK wins this, it will be all in the hands of Burning. I was doubting him. I feel bad now for
In Burning,
doubting
we trust, man. You
the
don't doubt.
B-God.
You don't doubt Burning.
But I was saying, if they gank this guy, he will not get the Radiance. He will just be sitting there because Radiance means that until you get that Relic, you're just like, you started, right?
Yep.
You have no extra damage. And if you get a Diffusal, at least you can get a couple Blades of Alacrity. You can be a little bit more important. But he farmed.
Yep.
He killed. He didn't die.
And he
now-
assisted, right? He was in
he
there.
assisted.
Yeah. He's not just AFK farming. To put things a little bit in perspective, I think DK could have played a little bit more aggressive, or not DK, Tongfu. I think they should have siege towers a little bit more aggressively. Hook online on Clockwork most of the time. You have Doombringer to deal with, a lot of nasty heroes. You have a Shadowblade Dragonite. I feel like you can actively seek the map and start fighting or ganking Burning. That never really happened. My camera was on Burning most of the time, and for the most part, he just kind of waltzed all over the map. Of course, his ally, being good, giving him empower and things like that, and he did it almost too easily.
Yeah. And to be honest, last game, they kind of did that. They had the Dragon Knight, they had the Shadow Blade, and they went all the time on that Conca Super
Yeah.
and the Gyrocopter Burning. So, for some reason, they're not doing it this game. Maybe they do not think they had proper vision of the map. Maybe DK was playing a little bit more sneaky. At this point, Tongfu is fighting an uphill battle. Yes, they do have 3 cores, maybe 4 if you want to think of Clockwork as something that, really it can do damage. Forget about that.
Yeah.
It's Doom, it's Dragon Knight, and it's Weaver. They all can do something.
Doom is going mech, right? I think he's going BKB next, perhaps even.
Yeah,
so
it probably is. He
the
can
dam-
go Aghanim Scepter, which wouldn't be bad.
Right. So the only way that Tongfu wins this game is they just go so late, and I'm talking about 50 more minutes of farm where you have 4 semi carries, the clock catches up, the Doom catches up, and even CM she tanks up and gets a ton of utility items. I just don't see that happening because Burning right now it says, hey guys, we could win the game now.
Yep.
Yasha's online, still has a buyback like you said, and RTK for once does not TP behind 5 people. He TPs in front of the tower, and they're gonna work on this tower. He's got mech and Shadowblade, so they could go too.
This
But
tower is gone.
they say, hey, let's take
No.
mid, let's take top as well.
If you go to the tier 3 tower and fail for some reason, you just give a little bit of breathing room for Tongfu to farm the lane that's next to the tower, and maybe even some money for the kills that they can take if you engage in the wrong way. But by trying to get the jungle, by trying to get those other tier 2 towers that are much easier objectives, you pretty much start becoming more and more ahead, and suddenly when you actually go for the base, you will be able to dominate. Maybe you will not have to wait until 35,000 gold like LGD Int did, but enough to be secure. Maybe the Manta is the ward
Yeah,
for them to go.
I think DK right now could even just push S4. and then just have Spectre farm and push the top lane like he's been doing. Because I mean, you have Han, so like there's really no reason to not do that. The Aegis is running out fairly soon, I want to say. I don't know the exact timing. 2 minutes?
2 minutes,
Thank
yeah.
you, James. So I think this is the go time. Pushes sometimes get fairly long, so you don't know if it's going to last 2 minutes or not.
Force Staff is the item of choice on Lion.
Not bad, not bad.
It's not a Blink Dagger, has an easier build up. Still does the deal. Just walk away, push the Force Staff, Hex, try to make something happen.
And here we
Move pops the Shadow Blade and they will not be able to defend this tower at all.
Yeah.
Super waiting.
Yeah, they should just give up to for free. If you get Lust Super gets a free skewer off, you're losing your racks. Dagger comes in right now. King J slowed up. Is DK going to go for it? There's going to be a skewer. And there you go. Sprout on top. Immediate free kill. And if there's no buyback clock, this is going to be racks. He's got 1,200 gold, so he doesn't have it. But DK says, prove it to us. We're going to come in and force out your buyback.
Yep. And Mu, level 2 Dragon is fine, but can't do much against this lineup.
1 minute to Aegis. Sorry.
Yeah, 1 minute to Aegis. More than enough. If they want to keep pushing, they can take this tower in less than 1 minute. Maybe they know that, maybe that's why they're pressing the issue. But I see Burning playing a little bit cautiously, I'd say. More so than he should. But they just push with the ROTK ultimate. He's level 15, so it's not the super powerful ultimate that you get at level 16. But sealing the deal again, DK decides, okay, let's go farm the jungle. And the rest of the people is like, I want to hang with Burning because he's such a cool guy, so let's follow him to the jungle.
They want EXP.
Do they?
Yeah, they want EXP. Look at MNY. He's only level 11, which is actually pretty high.
No, it's actually really good.
Because if you look at the other team, right, like, man, they got no levels.
725 damage with a Finger of Death, and it has a 100-second cooldown. The level 16 is a sweet deal. 40-second cooldown is really, really pretty. But I don't think we will get there unless, as I said before, as you said before, Tongfu gets this super, super late. But I don't see any responses. How has disappeared from the game?
Yeah, he really has. I mean, the Weaver that normally roams around and gets a ton of kills, he started that. He was trying to do a little bit of split pushing, but he never really got enough damage to keep up. I think if you want to continue to play ultra aggressive as a Weaver, you want to pick things like MKB or even Deso, and then go back to your BKB. BKB in a game where you want to do damage early. Remember, in like 15 minutes ago, Nature's Prophet had nothing. Spectre had nothing. So you just really know nothing to BKB against. To be fair, there is a line, but you expect your allies to deal with that line. So
last game it made sense to go BKBs because of the wombo combo thing
Right.
that they had going on. This game, yeah, the Lion is annoying, but
I mean, if the line drops everything onto you, that means your DK is doing something, right?
yeah, exactly.
Or, and your clock is
Or your
doing
Doom is doing something.
Right,
or
so
your Crystal Maiden is dancing, making snow angels.
Oh, she's always doing that. Alright, Burning's going to be sieging, and they're going to actually focus on Burning down. He does have that Burning, like you pointed out. RP's going to be used, and they're going to be skewering him back. Oh my god, the Han, the Wrath of Nature. Look at everybody solo. Banana's going to
nice
be dead.
King J.
And, well, King J comes in here trying to set something up, and that's a pretty nice two-man cog. How comes out here, and they're going to focus on Burning down. Burning does not have Aegis. He used the Han, so even buyback's not going to be effective. MMY, the bug's on him. He's trying to force himself out. Can he make it out? Over.
Nope.
Nuke comes through, and I think Moose stunned the creep. But pretty decent team fight from Tongfu. They held. They killed Burning. They also killed ROTK and even forced him to buyback. I'm not too sure whether I like the buyback, but he's definitely getting some farm on the bot lane. But is Tongfu back in the game?
I think they at least prove that they are not over yet. This game will extend for a few more minutes. Maybe Burning will be saying, okay guys, sorry, my bad. I'm going to get the next stages. I'm not going to use the Hunt. And we will win the next one. I mean, the initiation was really good from Super, but the Doom came straight away. So he couldn't skewer even though he RP'd.
I see.
So he just RP'd. That gave time for Mu to pop the BKB, do some damage. And then, even though King J died immediately, his two-man cog jumping from the hook was crucial there for DK to fight in a very, very unfavorable condition. Now Tongfu gets a little bit more money. How is about to get his MKB?
Yeah, that's the big one. If he gets MKB in the next fight, suddenly your Spectre is nowhere near as tanky. Only sitting at 1600 HP right now with 12 armor. Vanguard's, nice and stuff. I think what DK should be doing right now is to farm until Roshan comes up, and then just waltz into the Roshan pit and get the free Aegis, and that should be it.
Yeah. Sorry. DK at this point, they can even farm the opponent's jungle. How is the only place where he's getting farm. If you just go with 2 or 3 heroes, they can just take the jungle there, and Hao suddenly will have to force himself to go in very aggressive positions to get some farm. And you can't farm Hao, Mu, and the Doom Sansheng at the same time, because that's the thing with the grid lineup. If you, for some reason, are behind, well, you have to prioritize one of the 3.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's not enough farm for all
Who
of them.
would you prioritize if you're like
prioritize
captain
the
for
Weaver.
Tongfu? Weaver?
I mean,
he
you
just
said it. You pick Doom because he has a great Dragon Tail. It's like a poor man's roar.
Right.
And the slow effect from the level 16 ultimate is nice, so you want to get to level 16. But Weaver will be able to do more with the damage because it has a passive inherited steroid skill. When the
Gemini
attack. And Doom, you can sacrifice him at this point. I mean, if he gets an AC, that will help the Weaver, cool. If he gets something else,
I think he's going to be going for Shivas because DK also has a plate mail, so I think he's going to be going for AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing I do want to point out about Shensheng is that this is very common for a lot of Chinese students, is that they don't actually use the Devour whenever it comes off cooldown. It's one of those things that if you want to actually catch up and accelerate, Devour.
Is there a reason? I mean, you're pretty
They
much
just
saying
forget.
They forget. They're
Like
okay.
right now he's staying with the team, and that's a decent reason alone or enough. But there's no reason that the team cannot move towards a creep wave, and for them to like he's actually just it's like a Midas on cooldown that you're not using. It's not as big, but it's still something. And when you do this like multiple times throughout the entire game, it's perhaps 500-600 gold that he's not getting. But the team is gonna smoke up and they're gonna wrap around.
You know who's up?
Who's up?
Roshan is up.
Roshan is up. So if you win a team fight right now, burning a little bit away from the team, and you gotta initiate on that. It's gonna be slow. Where's the Haunt? No Haunt just yet. Gotta be perfect chains. Then the Doom comes in. He does have buyback, does he? He does. And the Haunt's gonna come in right now. Uh-oh. It is go time. The Haunt's gonna fly in. King J in big trouble. MMY in bigger trouble because the BKB Dragonite is focusing right on him. A couple kills are coming right now, but he is in trouble. Trying to TP out. Not gonna be it. Nice pick off against Burning, forcing out the buyback, but
There's no buyback.
they didn't even use Ravage.
Tongfu.
Or not Ravage, RP.
There
They didn't
is
even need to use RP.
no buyback on Tongfu whatsoever. DK has a free Roshan going for them. This was a little bit greedy. How went there? He sustained so much damage just by attacking Burning that by the time he bought back, he had to run away. And he died to Radiance damage.
Oh wow. Why did he in hand lapse?
I think he did. No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's available right now. So I think he also had 5 charges on the magic wand left. So maybe
I think he overestimated the amount of damage he received. There was such a huge amount. I think the
did he like take a finger out of nowhere or something like that?
No, not a finger. It could have been a finger. I'm not entirely sure. But his life dropped a lot, and he ended up dying to ticking damage, not to just a nuke.
Okay.
So
Well-
Burning right now. There's 10 seconds until that DK comes back. Is that enough for them to take the Raxis? Well, with the Aegis, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, there's also 2 illusion rune that he just grabbed from the river, which it's dead now. But yeah, with Manta, it should be enough. They're kind of trying to whittle him down. The swarm comes through as well. They're trying to make the best of it, give it a really good defense. But again, they should be really, really remembering the fact that DK still has RP, still has skewer. So gotta be careful if you're Tongfu.
And if you're Tongfu, what do you have? There's no Doom for this next fight. Oh, yeah, there will be in 5 seconds. There's clock, so you can get a nice initiation. The cogs delaying a little bit, but there will be Dragon Form as well. Well, this is as good as a fight as you can get.
Yeah, Burning's gonna be coming right. There's gonna be the stun. No stun just yet. Frostbite gets debuffed by those illusions. And right now, all eyes on Super. If he gets like a 2-man RP, that's it.
Yeah. If he gets a 1-man RP and he can get to kill the Weaver or the Dragonite,
Yeah.
that's it as well.
Yeah, there's just like lack of damage on Tongfu. If your best damage dealer is a Weaver with the MKB,
And
which
just
is
an MKB.
it's a decent damage, an MKB, sorry, like it's decent damage, but it's not enough to kill Burning twice.
Nope. And the Moon, what does he have? He has a Shadow Blade. He's a ganking Dragonite. He's not a reliable teamfight, sustained damage kind of Dragonite. He does want to go for that AC, but he's very far from it.
I do want to ask you, as we see Tongfu players getting a ton of like plate mails, they're definitely going for AC and Shiva's Guard. But let's keep in mind that Shiva's Guard or armor items gets ignored by the pure damage that
Of the
Burning does.
Desolate.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
do you think they should be getting other items instead of armor?
I don't know. It's
Well,
only for them.
Talk about that later as Moo getting a little bit of trouble here. Looks like Doom is already gone on, so no RP in this team fight either. ROTK in big trouble. Again, he's in the middle of the fight. He's getting mini-stunned by King J, but are they going to get the kill? They are going to get 1 kill. Where's the Spectre in all of this? He's in the middle. He's actually getting focused. Can they do enough damage to actually burst him down? ROTK buys back. TP's back in the team fight again. Han's going to get used. RP, skewer backward, and that should be it. Moo gets melted. Triple kill, ultra kill. DK will take this game to game 3. No questions asked. And Tongfu
GG,
calls
there it
GG.
Wow.
I'm just saying. There's Anti-Mage, there's Alchemist, and there's Spectre. You just pick those heroes.
No Kunkka and
No. Oh, Gyro's a fine carry too,
okay.
but it's not one of those like. I don't like DK's Gyro. I don't like Burning Gyro, to be completely honest.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that does it for game 2. We are going to go to game 3. An exciting series, I have to say. Even though the first game was a stomp and this game was a 40 minutes kind of stomp, there was a reversal, right?
Yes.
It was Tongfu dominating. I think the story is Tongfu was dominating. DK got a Radiance. They somehow let him get a Radiance.
Right. So there's two factor I want to point out real fast before we
Look at this. See?
go graph.
It's going back.
It went down and then went back up.
Yep. Whee.
So there's two factors. First, it was a Roshan fight. Remember the first time they went in Roshan, they didn't have too much damage. They hit it for a bit and then it backed off. I think there's no reason to back off because they were a stronger team at that point. Also, the item choices were a little bit suspect. Weaver went for BKB. I think BKB is a fine item. I think you should get it second and maybe get an MKB first. So maybe a little bit of misplay, maybe a little bit of item choices.
And Doom did not do much. I mean,
He got some decent Doom on the Magnus on burning on that one time.
but they didn't win any fight because of those Dooms.
Yes.
That's the thing.
It
And
wasn't
that's-
like a Doom on a line before he casted anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So, having said that, I think we should talk a little bit with Merlini and James, see what they think about the game, see what they think about the bets we did.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who still wins the bet. I'm assuming it's Bruno because I haven't done the math, and Lumi seems to just given up. Maybe you've
I just bullied him
just
out of...
persuaded him he's wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was as you mentioned, the Doom played by Moo. It was like it was nice. The best thing he did was actually the final fight. He interrupted an RP with a Doom, which helped that fight out significantly. But unfortunately, it was a little bit too late there. Weaver again, as you mentioned, the BKB didn't really get used in a good way, and the whole team of Tongfu were just falling behind in levels, just constantly from like the 20-minute mark. It was when they weren't killing Burning, but they weren't getting the farm, and it just kind of got out of hand. Yeah, and the most probably the unfortunate thing for Tongfu was that Roshan fight, because if that first Roshan fight did go in their favor, it would have been great. But the problem is they didn't have any sentries down, and there was a Magnus with invisibility. That was like, I was just watching that going, oh shit. You know, you got your familiars that scout, you got your treants that scout, and then really unfortunately, the Weaver, played by Hao, actually time-lapsed back in.
Yeah, into the RP.
Into the RP, so it became a 3-man RP because he time-lapsed. And I was just like, that's it. That's, you know, so you cannot get more unfortunate than that. But the sentry should have been down, so it was a little bit sloppy. But otherwise, really well played by DK. They played that very solidly.
The strat is just much more up their alley, and opposed to the strategy that we saw from our first game. Just 4 protect 1, get burning farm. He did pretty well. He got a Vanguard early. He had a Radiance very early, I would consider. And if you fall behind like that early game versus Spectre, you're just going to lose. And they had BKBs of sorts, but they still didn't have enough sustained damage. Even if you pot your BKBs, Spectre is usually going to destroy the rest of your team before it happens. BKB is not the solution to everything. I like the Lion pick versus Weaver. The Finger seemed like it did pretty decently. I also thought the Magnus played a pretty well hit. A couple of clutch RPs, and if you lose 1 or 2 big team fights in like the 15 to 30 minute mark, it's just over.
Yeah. After that Roshan fight, when they got the Aegis, I think they pushed down like 3-4 towers, outer towers before the Aegis were off, and then so they did really well. And so we're gonna go and get this on the way as quickly as possible. We've already got 4 members of Tongfu in the lobby, waiting on all the members of DK. Everyone's very tired. I'm dead. How are you feeling?
Feeling okay. I mean, that was fast for a Spectre game. Relatively.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, well, we saw like a DK, I think in the group stage, they had like a 65, 70-minute Spectre game, so better brace yourself.
Well, hopefully Tongfu ban out all the Spectres,
can't ban everything.
Anti-Mages,
Alchemists?
and Alchemists. It's gonna happen. Can have any other hero, just not those.
Those are probably like the fastest games. If you go with some like crap tier carry, it's gonna be even worse.
What's crap to carry?
Luna? She's crap tier. I haven't seen her do anything this tournament.
Yeah. But she's hot. Well, the pixels on my screen that make her up placed well. And some of the fan art on Reddit Dota, it's pretty good. Hey, do you wonder how Bruno's doing?
Let's see. Do you have a song?
Hi,
for
Louis.
me?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going? I don't know. There's a trending topic. Hashtag 264 apparently.
What's 264?
the tower goal?
Oh, the tower goal that I forgot.
Did you get the math finalized?
No,
Well, he's unconvinced, and I'm not going to do the math because we will not
I'm
believe
gonna
me.
do the math. Yeah.
He's going to do the math.
All right.
But
I'll
it's
tell you-
hard. It's hard for me to do the math because
You're Asian. There's no excuse. You can't say it's hard for me to do
there's
math.
no place where it says the older values.
No, the older value is in
Play
there,
Dota?
there is in Play
Oh,
Dota.
here
You're
we
watching
go
it.
again.
Well,
Oh, jeez.
I
I've
can't-
opened Pandora's box.
I can't trust this
What have you
because
done, James?
Why can't you?
it's not saying what I want to say. So
Do you want me to check if Ice Frog's awake?
no. I'm gonna.
I can
Are we gonna have Ice Rock to settle this?
Yeah, I think he's asleep. Wait a minute.
Hashtag 264.
If Ice Rock settles this,
Hi.
there's nothing I could
Is
do.
it going to be more popular than 322? Probably not.
I'm actually,
Hmm.
are you around? Well, we'll wait.
We should go to break. While
Yeah.
they duke it out.
Yeah, we should. But I'm too lazy
wait.
even to send it to break.
Okay.